As a development agency, we are approached every other day and every other week with a new idea for a fantastic app that users are going to absolutely love. In reality, this genuinely might be the case, and it might be a really cool idea. However, will it be a good business? That's another question altogether. In order to pull apart an idea we might be pitched, let's look at the process we follow every day for clients in this boat to analyze whether their idea will be a good business or it's just a good idea. Question 1. Does your business idea solve a problem? For any app to be successful, there needs to be a problem that it is solving. Uber solved the "where's my taxi" problem. Spotify solved the music on demand problem. Netflix solved the streaming video on demand problem. If your app does not solve a problem or fill a gap in the market with something that someone needs, then the sad but honest answer is your idea probably won't make a good business. Now, this does not mean the idea is dead. You just need to go back to the drawing board and consider how it can be developed in order to fit this necessary requirement. Question 2 is, will people pay for it and how much? For an idea to be a business, it must be profitable and its people must be willing to pay for it. If your app is some fancy note or reminder system, it will be likely that people will have a hard time getting away from the free notes that comes with most devices these days. Now, once you have validated people will pay for it, you'll need to run some financial models around how much you'll charge versus the cost to build and run the business. Now, this is no small task here, and if you don't have the skills to do this analysis, then a small investment in hiring an analyst or an accountant who can help pull this apart for you is a necessary step here. You must also make sure you validate this thinking. And it's not just a hunch that because you'd pay for it, that everyone would. That is never an answer to any thinking when validating a business idea. Question 3, what is the size of your market? Now, building an e-commerce platform which is selling clown shoes is probably not the best idea. Sure, there's probably a market for it. Then you'll need to run some analysis as to the size of the market, the average sale size, how often clowns actually need shoes, and how you'll actually market to and attract clowns in need of shoes. Ultimately, a decision might be need to be made here to branch out into other clown supplies and accessories in order to reach a wider target market. All jokes aside here, knowing the size of your market is important, and you can do this through analysing competition, internet research, and talking to people in the industry you're wanting to break into. Question 4 is how you reach your audience and market your business. No matter how good your business, your prices, or how amazing your product is, it doesn't matter if you can't market to and reach your audience. Google and Facebook ads, content marketing, SEO, and influencer marketing are some of the models available at your disposal. Check out my earlier videos on converting traffic to customers on your e-commerce website for more detail on this area. In short though, you'll need to analyze where your customers are, how much it will cost you per month to reach them, then assess how many sales you might need to make and your profit margins. The numbers must stack up here that you can make more money than it costs you to market and run your business. This brings me to my final point, which is more of a personal one than can be measured on paper. It's about you. Business is not for the faint-hearted. I've seen businesses that I would have guaranteed would be successful fail, and businesses which had no chance to succeed blossom into 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses. The secret sauce in those businesses is the owner, who they are, what they're willing to do, how much they're willing to do to go the distance. Ask yourself these 2 important questions about you and measure these against your idea to see whether it's worth exploring further. Number 1, what are you passionate about? Your idea must align with this. My why is that I love technology and everything about it. Number 2, are you passionate enough about your business to see it through? Running a business will change you. That can be at times like a baby that does not stop crying for attention. So make sure you're ready for this commitment and what it means, as it will demand a lot from you. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or want to run your idea past me, don't hesitate to drop me a message below, DM me, or reach out at springdigital.com.au.